Hey guys, happy hump day.
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
No one can
Go
get on
hump
board.
yourself.
Wow.
I'd actually tell you to go fuck yourself.
Anand's spitting fire today. Anand's usually my friend here.
Well, he said go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
I
you
said
said go hump yourself. That's almost more offensive.
Yeah, like who humps?
Yeah, like what, dry hump? Like what kind of hump?
You choose.
Okay, thanks. Okay, well, that's a weird start, but we're here. I hope we're all excited. I feel like our mood's a little, off this week.
Yeah, I mean, this week, I think specifically in LA is kind of a bit canceled.
Yeah. A lot of people are already canceling 2020. Someone posted, damn, we're already 5 months into... We're 5 months into 2020 and it's January 27th. Yeah. Just because it feels so long.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of very major worldly developments in 27 days.
Yeah, and I was going to say there's been a few of them in the last 2 days, but nobody's talked about it.
Yeah.
I saw a thing that, I don't know if this is certified or not, but that Kobe's passing got more views or clicks or talked about than the impeachment.
That's 100% true.
For sure. Do people really care about the impeachment?
Most people don't. Twitter does, most people don't.
I think, like, look, he got impeached. I thought he was leaving. I don't know.
Yeah.
I give up.
I saw on Sunday, Chris Sacca, who's an early investor of Twitter, said in his entirety of covering Twitter or being around Twitter, he's never seen topics 1 through 10 or 11 on trending all be the same topic.
Yeah. That's wild. Okay, well, let's quick catch up on our last couple days. Then we'll get into some Kobe talk.
Yeah.
First thing to mention, because of the Kobe situation, we didn't do a Grammys recap.
Yeah.
I'll just give you my take. It looked like a lot of interesting winners, even though now we know it's rigged.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish seemed to really clean house.
Billie Eilish won Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year.
And I read that no one person has won those since 1980s.
Yeah.
So good for her. Huge.
Yeah.
Also, big moment with Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah, I watched that.
You even
did?
posted, I think.
I did.
I was shocked.
I was real inspired.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it either. I was just inspired.
I
thought it was cool. He posted in 2010. He's done this a few times, but he posts these quotes in 2010 he posted, "I'm going to win a Grammy one day, watch." And then you have this moment of him now winning it. It's pretty cool.
I think Mark Anthony also tweeted at him in 2011 you're never going to win a Grammy.
Oh yeah, and then he said, "I'm saving this for the day that happens."
And then he
That was Mark Anthony?
Yes.
Why would Mark Anthony say that?
I thought that was some random fan named Mark.
It was Mark Anthony.
Unless
there was a random fan named Mark Anthony.
It might have been.
Let me look this
Do
up.
we got a
Mark
C
Anthony
or
is
do you
just
have a K?
Hater?
No,
Just a
it's a C.
straight up hater?
Let's see.
Oh my God, if that's Mark Anthony.
But I think what I was excited about is I think Billie Eilish is the new biggest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Her music is unbelievable. She did that album in her bedroom with her brother. That's the new star, not the machine behind it. She just did it on her own.
They have an incredible Rolling Stone interview.
Yep.
In the bedroom, talking about how they made the songs and what happened.
Completely different Mark Anthony.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Okay, yeah.
Gosh,
His name was Mark Anthony, though.
That's fair.
With the K or C?
Yeah. What?
With the K or C?
His name's Little Ilapino.
His name's Ilapino.
Okay, Mark Anthony with the K. I had to click on it to see it.
Ilapino. Imagine if the real Mark Anthony's name was Ilapino and he was talking shit like Kevin Durant. So whatever, Billie Eilish is the runaway, the biggest star of the moment. And she's 12.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
And it's crazy that she's touching all age groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're old. What are we, 20 years older than her? Maybe
Yeah.
not you, Drama, but me
Yeah.
and Dee.
Thank you. Me and her are similar in age.
Yeah, no, you're not even close.
We're actually pretty
And
close.
I have no issues with their music. I think it's good.
It's incredible.
There's no way you guys listen to it.
But I know the big songs.
So when I play Bad Guy in our house, Dominic goes, "The girl on the white bed."
Wow.
He knows the album
Kind of a
cover.
dark cover for Dom to be known.
So
Yeah.
Billie Eilish spans age 2?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to
40.
80. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. And I think the other thing about it is there are a lot of people, there are a lot of music stars that are just incredible musicians and they're huge in music. Billie Eilish is huge in culture.
Yep.
Like her style is also influential.
Yeah.
Like I would argue, I don't think Taylor Swift ever had like an influence over style. Drake definitely doesn't have an influence over style.
No.
But Billie Eilish definitely does. Because whatever she wears, her hair color, the way she dresses, the way she does everything is being mimicked by young people.
So
men and women.
I take away two things. Her look and her persona clearly resonates with really young people. Just the way she dresses, like, you know, she doesn't look like what you would think a typical pop star would look like.
Yep.
But then her music resonates with all age groups because it's good music.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy that she can do both, which is why it spans different age groups.
Well, yeah, because I think that so many of these like young people are really resonating like on Instagram because of their personalities and their fashion, and Instagram opened up this whole like lane for you to connect with an artist on a deeper level, but their music is like super elementary.
Yeah.
Where her music is like real music. She's actually really talented.
Yeah.
So it allows you to now be able to have this global superstar that's a hybrid of like social media, cool personality, and also incredibly talented artist.
I wonder, like, so she wrote this album, I think she was like 14, 15 years old with her brother. How do you recreate that?
You got to go back to that bedroom.
Yeah.
You can't leave that bedroom.
No.
And I think Phineas, the brother, wrote a good portion of it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, when you're 14, you're not the bad guy.
Yeah.
Come on. Phineas has been through some shit.
Yeah.
You know
How old's Phineas?
A few years older.
Older.
Yeah.
Like if she's, 17?
I think she's turning 18 now.
He's probably low 25.
Yeah.
And he's along for the ride.
Obviously. I mean, are you kidding?
No,
Buckled
meaning like
in.
he's like on stage and stuff?
No.
He was on stage at the Grammys.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
yeah.
He gave a speech. He said, we made this in our bedroom. This is for everyone making music in their bedrooms. Phineas is the writer, obviously.
Yeah.
Of the
And if you, I watched.
So is Phineas going to become like a manager that I can't name, but we both know, taking all the credit?
He produces
No.
for her.
He's not a manager.
He produces.
He's just a producer. He's a
Phineas-
musician. At the end of the day, he's a musician.
And he's
Yeah.
22 years old.
Phineas,
He's 22.
And just for the record, Anthony, I'm not talking about you. Which other music managers?
just in case. No, I think Phineas will be like the star, like meaning his world of writing and producing is about to be insane because everyone knows how insane Billie Eilish is, but like this guy crafted it in a bedroom. So I'm sure Phineas's phone is just blowing up with every star in the world begging him to write a song for them.
Right.
So I don't know when the carpool karaoke with her happened. I think a few months ago.
Yeah.
And she was still living at home, she said.
Yeah. I think that
And
might
so
be
they,
marketing.
They went to her Highland Park house. I mean, she was under 18 at that time, so I don't think she could live on her own.
I know, but you're telling me whatever. It just seems crazy.
I mean, I'm sure now that things have changed, and the thing is when you're 18, you're not. She's not on the club circuit.
I get
We're not
it,
seeing
yeah.
her.
She's out here though. She's at like house parties or something.
Has
Come
to
on.
be, right?
I don't think
just
she's been
snuggled
home.
snuggled up in bed like mom.
No, I think she's been on tour for the last 2 years, and she hasn't been in LA. And
Okay,
now
but what was
she's-
your point?
It's interesting to see how do you recreate this magic, right? Because it's very like innocent, it's very like raw. It's always the challenge of being a musician. Your first album is always magnificent because it's your heart and soul and where you came from.
Yeah.
And then now she's this extremely wealthy woman that you know.
This is how she's going to have a high-profile relationship, have heartbreak, and pour it all out in an album.
I'm just saying, I think the world's best move, the world's best, I'm not talking about better than anything Trump could do, anything, is Post Malone and Billie Eilish date.
Wow.
And
I
the
think she's a
breakup,
lesbian.
and the break,
No, she's had a boyfriend, she said.
She has?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
She said in an interview.
Okay.
and the
You're
breakup
typecasting.
would be even monstrous for
Does-
music.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
For both of them, they're both so talented.
Get together, make a love album, break up, each make bad.
I'll tell you what the name of the album is called. White Power.
Okay. Well,
Jeez.
all right.
Terrible.
That's a great name.
That'll travel well in Asian tour dates.
They don't care. Asians love white people. They do.
Billy Malone,
No, I like White Power.
Post. I don't think. I have a feeling.
But they're the two most powerful white artists.
Yeah, but I just have a feeling there's something about that might not clear.
What won't resonate?
It'll resonate.
Hey, did you guys get White Power this weekend?
The inauguration for Trump 2021.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, there goes that idea. I'm just saying I think they should date. But also, I'm hoping the cool thing is like I think because it's her brother. When you watch that Rolling Stone thing, they're literally sitting there talking about how they made each like different background sound and whatever. It seems almost like because it's your brother, you just hit up the bedroom again for real.
Yeah, you have that connection.
Yeah, like you don't gotta like, oh, we had the perfect chemistry, the perfect mix of producers.
Yeah.
It's your brother.
Yeah.
So
It's similar to, have you seen that Elton John movie Rocket Man?
I turned it off.
Okay. Well, the person that Elton John did all the music with was like the same person for decades.
I feel like when somebody has that
Combination.
yeah, like it's Drake and 40, right?
Yeah.
It's when you have that, I think you can sustain it. But we'll see, man. Where she goes from here is really interesting. But I will say, I want to say one thing, hating on myself.
Okay.
I think Billie Eilish winning those awards shows me that the Grammys do kind of mean something. Because I do think that now the way you think of Billie Eilish is a little different.
Yeah, you have a different respect level.
I will say, of the last handful of Grammys, this was, even though I didn't watch it in full because I was so caught up in Kobe content,
Yeah.
it definitely, I saw impressions. Like the Nipsey tribute, I watched.
Yeah.
Her performance, I watched. But I think there were a handful of moments that the Grammys had this year that I feel like just didn't exist in previous years, and that's, to your point, maybe they're gaining some relevance.
But think about it, you're fresh off of the most backlash you've ever gotten, meaning the head chick ratted him out and said it was all fake. Then Puffy did an hour-long speech at Clive Davis's party and said, they don't support us, this is whack.
Yeah.
Tyler, even when he accepted his award at the after speech, hated on the Grammys.
Yeah.
So it's also at the same time never been more discredited. You know, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It seemed like a lot of black artists were pissed off.
Yeah. But it did feel to me like that does feel like what happened with the fact that Tyler finally won an award, it meant something.
Yeah.
And even though people keep winning awards and saying, hey kids out there, you don't need this award. It's like,
Yeah,
it
but you
still
showed
meant
up.
something for
And you still showed up and collected it.
Why'd you accept yours? Why'd
Yeah.
you give the touching speech? And
Yeah, a lot of big stars didn't show up. I don't think Taylor Swift was there.
Post Malone wasn't.
Post Malone wasn't. The White Stars didn't show up.
Lizzo was.
Yeah.
Alicia
Yeah.
Keys hosted.
Alicia
yeah.
Keys did a great job.
So anyway, whatever. But it made me realize that, I don't know, we hate on it a lot, and I do think the format and all that stuff is irrelevant, but it does mean
The
something.
ratings were only down 6%.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
That could have been the Kobe boost.
Yeah, because people wanted to
Staples
see.
Center,
Yeah.
Grammys, coming to Kobe's house.
It's true.
I watched just to see what Alicia Keys would say.
And that's probably the only reason I caught so many moments, because I wanted to see what people were saying about Kobe. And then that image of Nipsey and Kobe was pretty powerful.
Yeah. The Nipsey tribute was really good too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you had a big afternoon before the Grammys.
Well,
we didn't get a chance to talk about.
I will
So-
say, Drama,
Yes.
and this isn't the hip-hop shade, I was very proud of you for going.
Oh, thank you.
Because you typically don't show up to things like that.
Yeah. I'm not going
Or
to miss
anything.
the RocNation brunch. I mean, come on.
Didn't you miss it last
I'm a
year?
little. I did. I learned. Last year I learned. Last year I saw all the photos and I was like, oh shit, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, went to the RocNation brunch, just me and my fellow A-listers.
Yes.
So it was pretty cool. Jay was there.
Yeah.
B,
B.
all the E's.
Mr.
All
Hart.
the letters.
All the letters.
Kevin
were there.
Hart.
Kevin Hart was there.
Pfaff.
I mean, literally so here's the quick rundown. We go there. My worst case scenario is it is a clusterfuck trying to get in. I think last year really, I don't know how long the RocNation brunch has been going
Years,
on.
yeah.
So for our listeners, Jay-Z throws a party every year right before the Grammys called the RocNation brunch. It's a daytime party at a mansion in the hills. Last year, I think, so he's been doing it for years. Last year, I think it was such a big deal on Instagram that this year it was just slammed. So we go show up, try to get on. You have to take a shuttle to the thing. There's superstars waiting in line in a parking garage trying to get their pass to get on, because not just anyone can go. It's really hard to get invites to the thing.
Yeah.
And so we get on, we go up to the house. It is absolutely slammed. That being said, I don't think I've ever seen so many mega stars in such a small area in my 13 years of living in LA. It was like Robert Kraft talking to the owner of Fashion Nova, Rich, and Michael Rubin, obviously with Meek Mill and all them. And Jay is literally just walking around. He had a security guard trailing him, but not blocking for him.
And was he pretty friendly?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't happen to speak, but everyone else seemed, like he was literally just walking around saying what's up, whatever. Same with Puffy. But it wasn't like these guys are cordoned off in sections.
Because it's very filtered crowd.
Yeah, and it was.
So if you want to dap up Robert Kraft and be like, tell me about the massage parlor, you could.
I mean, this guy we all know him, just went up to him and was like, hey, can I get a pic? And they have this incredible picture together. I'm like, damn, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be so good for the
Massage
group chat
Brothers.
page. I know. But like, yeah, like everyone's just walking around. There's no real security like that. There's no roped off because everyone's.
I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
What was the alcohol being served? Was it all his brands?
No, shit ton of Douce,
Ace of Spades,
and Ace of Spades, but like regular. They had regular. They had tequila. They had regular rosé.
Okay.
They had some.
They had like Ciroc for vodka.
I saw sparkling
Didn't
rosé
see it,
show
but
up in a lot of
probably.
pictures.
Yeah, that's definitely.
There
Ace.
was sparkling rosé, Ace of Spades. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone had the red drink and
Yeah, 'cause that's Ace.
There was Ace of Spades like crazy,
Yeah.
but we had regular rosé that was not Jay-Z owned. I don't think. So they did. They allow some other
other brands.
And
wiggle room.
is it an actual brunch? Like there's a
Was there
buffet
food?
line?
There's food.
What kind of food?
That was shitty.
Past hors d'oeuvres, or you actually
Salads.
have walk in and grab a plate?
Pretty healthy?
I didn't see. I heard a rumor there was like truffles in the mix, but by the time we got up there, it was salads and a little plate of beets and some cheeses.
So it's pretty healthy.
healthy. Yeah, healthy's in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions?
I do. One
Okay.
more for me.
Yeah.
So explain to me what happens in that circle. Where is that circle happening? Where everyone, the speeches are happening?
Yeah. That circle. So the way it works is you walk. There's this huge long driveway. You go up a hill. You get there. There's this nice entrance. It almost feels like a wedding. Like there's like flowers and like whatever. You walk down a hallway which goes through the house. So you don't partake in the house. You go straight through the house, out the back door. Out the back door is like the backyard, which is tented, which is where most of the photos and stuff you saw were, where everyone is. And then through the tent out the back, there's just this perfect like photo op location where they put like the little peacock thing that I took a picture in front of. There's like a line of trees, and that's like the photo op, the video. So they went up there to do their toast.
How does that work? It's like a bell rings. Hey, the most famous people, if you're an A-lister, report to the circle now.
I mean, here's the crazy thing. The way that it was like you were at your homie's
Barbecue.
jam-packed barbecue. So I'm guessing, I didn't see that actual moment happen, but I'm guessing they literally just said, hey, let's walk over here. They could have walked over there, done that whole toast, and nobody would have even batted an eye that it was happening.
And for people who didn't see on Instagram, there's a video that's gone pretty viral. Kevin Hart, Puff, Jay-Z, everyone's giving speeches. Puff said we went from millionaires to billionaires or something like that. And
Yeah.
Kevin Hart gave a
We
speech.
is very
about-
loose in that. One of them has, not the rest of them.
Absolutely. But hey, you
Or he
gotta
said there's
ride the
multiple
wave.
billionaires in here.
I mean, I
he
felt
said
like a
black
billionaire.
billionaires. So Robert Kraft's a billionaire, but he's not black.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Michael Rubin's a billionaire. He's not black.
You know what? That was really interesting to me was the integration of the group has reached billionaire level.
Yeah.
Like meaning the Robert Krafts walking around and the Michael Rubins and the whatever.
I'm sure there was so many more that you didn't even know.
There was probably 12 other billionaires that I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
But it felt very like almost high end in that way, not snobby, but it didn't feel like a rap party.
Yeah.
Like it felt like some real billionaire stuff.
And the thing I like about Jay-Z versus all the other celebrities I saw in pictures and videos, he's so relaxed.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a good life.
Yeah.
I feel like he's at a point where like life's good.
Yeah, he's just walking around with his champagne.
Yeah.
But
And
I feel like he's had that kind of vibe his entire career.
Yeah.
Like he's just any interview, he's never rattled. He's always smooth.
You know,
He's
the only
always
thing
relaxed.
that has changed for me is he used to seem not rattled, but almost like executive, like
Too corporate?
like just like I'm a businessman.
Don't treat me like a rapper.
Yes. Now he seems like he doesn't give a fuck. His hair's long.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm fucking rich. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
I have not constant respect.
Yeah.
No one's questioning me.
Yeah.
He just seems like comfortable in his richness.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
It was mauve suit.
Yeah, he made it very clear it was mauve.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you're wearing a light pink suit, walking around with long hair, good for you, man. You're the king of the world, a
Yeah.
party full of billionaires, and literally, like, Rihanna is sitting like blocking the entrance to the bathroom, and you have to like squeeze by. Like, sorry, Ree. Like it was the craziest. I've never seen that many people like that in one place.
That's amazing.
So for those occasions, I come out of the house. So if anyone has an invite for me,
At least 10 billionaires.
10 billionaires minimum, I'll be there. Anything less, best friend's birthday party, might not make it. Okay, and then we got to do a quick recap. Do you have a cough? Do you feel any tightness in your chest?
No, I don't. And interestingly enough, there were a lot of people wearing masks on the way to Seattle, in Seattle airport, specifically Asian people.
I think the airports are scary.
The airports are scary, but it's interesting that the Asian people chose to wear the mask.
But that's part of their culture, isn't it? Like when you're sick or when someone's sick?
Sure, like in Asia, but given what's going on, I think everyone should probably wear a mask. I had Pete go look for masks for me.
I couldn't.
He couldn't even find
There's
a
a
mask.
shortage of masks.
There's
saying
literally
that.
a shortage of
They're
masks.
sold out everywhere.
But don't you
should-
think we should then be wearing masks here?
Yes.
It's here too.
Well,
Yeah.
we're
It's
equipped.
everywhere.
D and I are equipped.
We got masks.
I don't know
Pete
about
and
you
I
guys.
Pete got me
Selfish
one mask.
motherfuckers. You got yourselves masks and you didn't give us a life raft?
Once you start signing the checks, you get a mask.
God. Hey, that's a nice haircut you got, Pete. Okay, how was the run? Everyone showed up? Everyone was
We had
healthy?
like over 40 people come to Tacoma. Bunch of Cathys came in from Seattle. Really like Pacific Northwest people are very positive.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not expect that.
I always never think that because of the weather.
It's gray and gloomy. And
I think they're just like happy they get to run.
Oh my gosh.
Did you get that vibe, Pete? They're just like so
Yeah, but
brimming
that
with
was the
It's
first-
happy to have a friend. Like it's when you come home and your dog's been alone for a long time, and it's just like, oh my God, someone's here.
It was that, and there was like finally they saw sun for the first time in weeks. Apparently,
Yeah,
like
it
it had
was
been
sunny.
raining. a
That
ton.
day was sunny and
Yeah.
like beautiful.
That's
the day we
why.
came.
So I
That's
think
why.
just
It was
piecing together
perfect.
everything.
They had new friends in town, some action, some sun.
Yeah, and I really think like I would say another year, like this time next year, it could be like a group chat tour / run in like 6-7 cities easily.
Seems like you guys are building a lot of steam.
Yeah,
Seems like even last run club here was big.
huge. It's getting a lot of people, and it's a nice cross section of people that come to run, listen to a lot of people that listen to the podcast, did the Grand AC Challenge, showing up to all the run events all over the country. It's definitely feeling very like the time is here. So I think it's good. We should figure out how we can do like a podcast / run.
I can take a bike, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ride a scooter usually, so you can just follow me.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
just
a
scoot
video
along with
Yeah.
you. Okay. Good. All right. Well, yeah, it looked good. It looked like you guys are really building steam.
Yeah. And this week, the Grand AC Challenge ends, the 75
yeah.
miles. So everyone's going to turn in their miles.
So you're good?
I'm 68 miles. I'll be done by Friday. I might run the last ceremonial mile in Miami.
You know who I'm looking at you.
Yeah. I'm at 6, but
I'll be
I'll
fine.
do
I'll be
79
fine.
on Friday.
I'll be fine.
I'm going to run from Miami to Fort Lauderdale.
I'm going to run to
6
Super Bowl.
times.
It'll be totally fine.
I'm starting today to Super Bowl.
Where are you at?
I'll do the math. I'll get back to you.
I just want to point out, listeners, this whole time Anand said, don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
So actually, at my gym, I talked to a trainer and we were doing the math. He's like, "Oh, you easily get it," because I run.
That doesn't count, Anand.
You can't get that from the guy who you pay to train.
Yeah.
No, it's actually not the guy that trains me.
Oh.
You're still cheating. I want to see it on an app. Okay. All right.
Mr. No Screen Time wants an app.
Fuck off. All right. Okay. I have one quick thing to touch on because we're late. You and I were having a little bit of a debate, and I just want to put it out there to the listeners. I want to hear people's feedback.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about Justin Bieber released a new single. He also released the first part of his documentary.
And you caught it.
I caught them both. I'm not impressed.
Okay.
I
Not
wanna be-
entertained.
Not entertained.
Okay.
Yeah, not impressed sounded a little arrogant. I'm not entertained. I think we can do better. Biebs. I believe in the Biebs. I like the Biebs. I didn't like it. And I was saying that I think Bieber is in a real tough spot. And he's got to pick it up. And the documentary's got to be better. The next single's got to be better.
Yep.
Our debate then took us all the way to the fact that we just learned, courtesy of Danny, that Bieber is performing at the Rose Bowl.
Yep.
I said I don't think Biebs can sell out the Rose Bowl. You said BTS is doing the Rose Bowl. I said BTS is currently bigger than Justin Bieber, and BTS will sell more tickets than Justin Bieber to the Rose Bowl.
I respectfully and disrespectfully.
I think you just got to choose one.
I do both.
You can't do both.
Okay, I disrespectfully disagree with you.
And I just want to put it out. I mean, we don't have time to really debate it because I would love to, but I want to put it out there to the listeners. I think BTS can sell more tickets than Justin Bieber right now.
At the Rose Bowl.
Sure.
Just the Rose Bowl.
Anywhere in the U.S.
Anywhere in the U.S.? You know,
Yes.
most of their songs are not in English.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
There's like Koreans in like 6 cities. They're not gonna, I don't think
Doesn't
it's
matter.
going to work in Oklahoma.
Doesn't
I
matter.
haven't seen what the BTS crowd looks like in the U.S.
It's mixed. It's definitely like there are like white people showing up for BTS, but
Yeah.
it's predominantly Asian. You're going to LA.
You're telling me right now, after all these years, you think Justin Bieber can sell out the Rose Bowl?
Yes. Justin Bieber's song comes on anywhere in the world, everyone knows the words to it.
But
And
he
they're
had.
singing.
I haven't heard the new songs.
It doesn't matter. It's just
So
there's a
it's-
nostalgia to it. He's that
Yeah,
big
no.
of a
Obviously,
star.
he's got global
But
hits.
everyone knows all the words to Oasis, too.
And they would sell out the Rose Bowl.
No.
Oasis, if Oasis did a comeback tour, they would sell. Coldplay's selling out the Rose Bowl.
Coldplay is. Don't
Coldplay's
compare
different.
Oasis and Coldplay.
Oasis is huge.
They're not as big as Coldplay.
Oh my
Coldplay
God.
is like one of the iconic
No,
groups of
Coldplay's
all time.
cornballs.
That doesn't matter. There's a lot of cornballs in the world.
I know,
that
but
love to buy tickets.
I think Oasis could sell out the Rose Bowl too. One show,
Okay, how about Cisco? Everyone knows the words.
Cisco
The
no.
thong song.
He couldn't sell out the whiskey.
My point is, everyone knows all the words. That doesn't mean you can sell tickets.
Cisco has one song. You're talking Justin
Ja
Bieber.
Rule.
Ja Rule.
Whiskey.
Can you
Rock-
A
sell-
lot of songs Ja Rule knows.
The
Great
Roxy.
songs.
The Roxy. He can go to the Roxy.
Okay, listen, we'll see. When's the date? Do we know the date?
It's on his Instagram.
BTS
right now.
ad for Rose Bowl is literally everywhere in LA.
Yeah, because they know.
No, because they have to buy ads to
No.
find Korean people to go to the
No
fucking
way.
show.
They know.
No.
They're using it. May 29th.
D will be there.
May. Yeah, you better be there.
I'll go for the Bieber. I'm not going for BTS.
No, I wouldn't expect you to go for
I heard them
BTS.
on Kiss FM the other day. I don't
See?
understand them.
They're on
I feel
Kiss
like
FM.
a year ago, D was leading the BTS charge
was.
because he thought he was on some new shit.
I was.
And now they're selling out the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm early on things, not late.
You're talking about Bieber. You're 4 years late.
No, but Bieber is still bigger than BTS. There's
We'll see.
if they got booked for a show, Bieber would get more.
We'll see.
Well, he definitely will because he's won their 7.
Oh yeah, that business model is not going to work when they all get enlisted in the army next year too.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think the outcome for these K-pop bands.
Yeah,
is
no,
very-
it's dark. There's some really dark stories about K-pop.
I don't
right
want
now.
to see how it unfolds.
No. Okay. We ready for some news?
Yep.
Let's talk Kobe. So obviously, we gave like a rundown of everything that we knew about the Kobe situation. I don't think there's been many updates. It sounds, once again, it's still speculation, but it sounds like just heavy fog, and the guy thought he was above the mountains and he wasn't.
Correct.
That being said, I want to talk about the impact on, like, in the business and the product world, because that's now been like all of this kind of buzz. So apparently, let's start with Nike. Apparently, Nike, I thought Nike had said that they were pulling all Kobe product because they didn't want to like make money off of this thing.
Yeah.
And they were replacing like where you would see something like where you would see Kobe product, you would now just see like a gift card.
Yeah.
But then there's like articles and stuff about the Nike site sold out, not that they pulled it. So do we know the answer on that?
Nike has come out and said that they just sold out of the product.
So did they lie?
No, it was just a rumor that was created that Nike, because certain resellers, meaning people like your StockX and one particular called Urban Necessities, said, we are not going to profit from this incident. Like, we don't want anyone to be putting up any new Kobe product that wasn't on the site before, earlier.
Yeah.
Nike just sold out of all the merchandise immediately.
Yeah.
Because I think people were just looking for it. And I went looking just curious to see there's not a thing available anywhere. A jersey, it clearly is something that's probably very coveted at the moment.
Yep.
But then it's just crazy how like the resale market, like people are just gonna make money off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Lakers Clippers was supposed to play Tuesday, and tickets for the last row were $1,000.
Yeah.
That game ultimately got canceled. The next game is now Portland at LA this Friday, and I think the walk-in last row price is $1,200.
Sheesh.
That's like you cannot see the game from that seat.
And that's all resell.
Yes. So I'm really curious, because Sunday I know multiple people that went and just broke the bank and bought tickets for Tuesday. That game got canceled, and no longer is that
You get
game when
face
it gets
value.
you get your face value. So you just lost that
Yes.
delta.
Yes.
Because that's like a $50 ticket. So you
Yeah.
lost $950 ticket.
Correct.
And
What
for
do
the tickets down below, you probably lost like $6K a ticket.
Well, you can get the refund, or if they reschedule the game.
They're gonna reschedule that ticket's not worth $6,000.
No, it's worth $1,000.
That's a jam up. What do you do? Let's just say you guys are each the CEO of Nike right now. How do you approach this situation?
You got to make more product.
But,
And not
do you make more product? Because essentially you're profiting off of a tragedy. Do you do anything with the money?
Yeah, so I think that's where you play it, like setting up a foundation for all the other people.
For example, StubHub said for that Clipper-Laker game, because it was just going bananas on Sunday, Monday before it got canceled, all the fees that they generate, their fee business was going to get donated to the Vanessa and Kobe Bryant Foundation. They have a philanthropic organization. So that's what StubHub
Because
was
I do
going
like
to do.
Dee's idea of making sure the other people are taken care of.
Yeah.
You know?
Because
Because imagine, like, there was 2 other kids in that
Yeah.
helicopter and parents.
yeah, and that particular family has other children
Yeah.
that don't have parents anymore at all.
Yeah, that's wild. I read a thing that Kobe and Vanessa made a agreement that they would never fly together in a helicopter.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that too.
But I just think, like, yeah, I mean, I like the idea of looking out for the other families because those people aren't rich as far as we know, or that
Yeah.
type of rich.
And I mean, unfortunately, this is going to be very, very ugly. I think all those family members are going to sue the Bryant family, and they just have to, right? Like they,
I mean, that's a bit of speculation.
unless Vanessa's going
I
to write
think
it.
I think that means you're blaming the Bryant family
100%.
for the flight. No,
That's how a lawyer-
that you blame the helicopter operator.
Who has the money?
Sure.
But do you think you would win that? Don't you think it would be against the?
I think it'll be settled, and I think they will sue. This is how the world works. Lawyers are going to come talk to the family and say, "Look, you guys are due compensation for this death, and someone has to pay for it." So they'll go after the insurance company. They'll go after the pilot.
Well, I'm sure the chopper's insured, so it'll get paid from insurance.
I know, but think about it, we get named in lawsuits all the time because people assume we have money. This is Kobe Bryant. Like, there's money there.
I guess. I mean, if one of our employees caused severe injury to someone while on our watch. But that's what I'm saying. All of this. There's so much money being made.
Yeah.
It would just be really nice if
Everyone gets taken care of.
Yeah, and it didn't
I
have
agree.
to go there.
I hope not. I hope it doesn't, but I just know we live in a litigious world.
Yeah.
And this is the most high profile thing that's happened in so long.
Yeah.
That there's just no way that lawyers are not going to get involved and make this a big fucking mess.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you feel about resellers? Like, should StockX and all these people ban sales of?
I think they should donate too. Portion of the fees, not all of it. Portion of
I think-
revenue generated by Kobe.
Yeah, I think that's like
That's the moral thing to do. You're obviously not legally obliged to do any of it,
Yeah.
but
No.
this is a tragedy,
Yeah.
and
I'd love to see what the Lakers do. Lakers have sold an enormous amount of merchandise. Are they going to donate money? I mean, like, they're going to be the biggest beneficiary of this,
Yeah.
right? Like, the amount of merchandise, the ticket sales, the everything is just going to be bananas from here on out.
and really the secondary market, because the games were pretty much sold out anyways, and they would have been throughout the year.
So merchandise,
I forget. Does a place like StockX take a fee or a percentage?
a percentage.
So they have that increased money to give.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll see how it plays out. It's just a crazy. I can't imagine like the scale of the impact. Not only obviously emotionally, but like when you get into all of this stuff and financially, and now there's massive, massive corporations involved. And how does everyone treat this?
Yeah, it's because it's a very unique situation.
Yeah,
there's a lot of moving pieces. As Kobe was involved with a lot of businesses. There's the other families involved. There's the NBA. There's the Lakers. It's just like it's such a.
It's complex,
very complex, and it's.
And you know, we're now a few days removed from that recording of Sunday night. The global reach is just unimaginable.
Yeah.
You had Novak Djokovic, tennis star at the Australian Open, breaking down crying post-game.
Yeah.
You had Neymar put up the 2-4 after a game, and he plays for PSG in France after he scores a goal. Like, he touched the entire world.
I mean, has there ever been a bigger death tragedy in sports?
No.
No, definitely not in sports.
There's
in
definitely
sports
not.
history, never.
Never. Not when the relevance and importance was this high and the way he actually died.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Okay. And then here's the other thing that unfortunately we have to talk about, because I don't even like talking about this. There was this reporter that, like, I saw a couple people, even the comedian Ari Shaffir, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because he seemed like a cool guy. Took the opportunity to bring up Kobe's past legal history and all these different things. One of the big ones that we talked about on Sunday was this Washington Post reporter. It looks like now they have suspended her because of her tweet about Kobe's past allegations.
Good.
Or charges or whatever.
I mean,
but I would prefer fired.
Yeah. The problem is women's rights people would probably not take to that.
Yeah, but I think there has to, like, I think as a business, the same way that you have certain obligations, I just think, like, look, this isn't a women's rights issue. This is a respect for human life issue.
Yeah.
And this is a respect for all of the family members and like his daughter who's 17 and can read these things.
Yeah.
It's just not how your company should ever handle anything. She should be instantly terminated. It has nothing to do with human rights.
And I also think
female rights.
This is where journalists get business confused. Because journalists, I've seen, there's some that are up in arms. Like, what did she do? She tweeted an article, and then the editor saying, "What are you doing?" It says like a couple hours later, he emailed saying like, "You cannot be tweeting like this.
Yeah.
This is bad for business."
Yeah.
And newsflash, you're a business.
Yeah.
Your job is to optimize traffic, public perception, revenue, and profits.
Yeah.
And journalists, if you want to be high and mighty, go work for a nonprofit.
Yeah.
And have someone fund you, and you can tweet all the nonsense you want to tweet about all your woke shit.
And you're also a brand. Like you I don't know. It just feels to me like the same way you wouldn't want your business, let's just say internally, you wouldn't want your business allowing any sort of sexual misconduct in your office because you don't stand for that. You also shouldn't stand for this. It's, to me, I don't see the difference. And it's not, what did you accomplish? I would love to hear the argument, I guess, because I'm open to it, but like, what good did that do? Ever? Like, what did you accomplish? You stood up
in her case, nothing. Nothing was accomplished.
Okay.
The other interesting thing is the first time a game has been canceled since the Boston Marathon bombing. Mm-hmm. And then previously to that was JFK assassination.
Jeez. I got to say too, the last thing on the topic is I went to last night. We had another invite to a superstar comedy show. I went. I was the only one who went. I'm the only one out here in the streets now.
Yeah,
First RocNation brunch.
No,
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Chappelle, the RocNation, and Kevin Hart.
So I'm out.
How was that?
I'm the social guy of the group.
How's Kevin Hart?
It was great. It was absolutely hilarious.
Really?
Disclaimer: I am a Kevin Hart fan, but I laughed. Maybe it was just because I was in person. I laughed harder at that than I've laughed at any of his specials. Yeah, I don't know why, because he was working out material, but it felt so funny.
Yeah.
And
he's really funny.
He's really funny, but he started it by saying, number one, I feel like shit. And when I feel like shit, I go find comedy. Comedy is what always got me out of feeling like shit. So
is that why he did it last minute?
Yeah, because I was like, he's probably going to cancel, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's he going to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, 3 weeks ago, I think he took a picture with Gigi.
Yeah.
Courtside of the Laker game.
And I thought for sure he was going to cancel. But his thing was, look, whenever comedy got me through a bunch of shit, Whenever I feel like shit, I find a stage. This is the absolute first night of me working out what will be my first special or my next special. So here's how it looks. And it was pretty bulletproof. I mean, obviously he looked at his phone a couple times to check, and he was like, oh, I did that one. Oh, here's a good one, and then would read it. But Paul Pierce walked in.
Wow.
In the middle of the show, and, who played against Kobe, and they had that big rivalry. And
Boston likes to think it was rivalry. Kobe ate his lunch.
Thank you. And so anyway, whatever. The point is, you could tell Paul was, probably not, in the best of spirits, but they had some banter back and forth, Kevin and Paul, and they were on the opposite sides of the club. So Kevin's on the stage, Paul Pierce is at the very back of the club, and he was talking shit to Kevin, and Kevin was talking shit back, and it was just like this really funny moment of seeing those two guys like really just talk shit to each other across an entire club. Yeah. Because Paul kept talking shit to Kevin on stage, and I started to get like, oh my God, like what are you doing? Like, you're just heckling this dude? And he just roasted him. Really? And then he's like, no, I don't want any more beef. I don't want any more beef. Yeah. And whatever. So that was
any memorable jokes?
Yeah. Any themes?
Okay. The big theme. I felt like I gave away too many jokes after the Chappelle thing. I kind of felt bad. So I'm not going to do that again. But the big theme was like what he learned and how he's been humbled from his accident and being forced to chill out and be at home for 6 months. And like how degrading being that injured can be. He can't even take care of himself. Yeah. His wife had to take care of him. What it looks like to lose be like on top of the world, rich, traveling every single day to like waiting for a sponge bath from your wife. and it was really, really funny. So the new special will be good.
That was not a good joke.
I'm not giving away any more jokes.
To be fair, Drama's not a comedian.
I don't have a special coming up.
No, he had a nice couple of Chappelle things.
I listened back to the Chappelle thing, and I'm like, I gave away 4 jokes. And that's just an unwritten rule. You don't do it.
I enjoyed it.
I respect comedy. Okay, back into business. Let's talk about Casper. So Casper, announced that they were getting ready for an IPO. The numbers looked a little tough. It looks like this article is now saying that their valuation could fall 40% as it reports its 2019 results. Yep. This seems like, seems tough, right? Am I reading that right? Seems like we're trying to squeeze out an IPO. We're in a tough spot.
Here's the background. They raised a round privately for $1.1 billion. They did $312 million.
$1.1 billion valuation.
$312 million in revenue. They lost $67 million in the first 9 months of last year. They are trying to go public. They think the valuation will be $750 million, which is obviously a discount. If they're able to go public, there's a huge fucking win. Yeah. It's a big win. Like, they got out because the alternative is much, much scarier. Yeah. So if they're able to go and convince public markets that like we should be a publicly traded company, that's still a pretty rich valuation given their numbers. They won. Yes, they're going to make less money. Early investors are going to get crammed down, but like at least you get out. And I think in the challenge for all these specifically businesses that are tech enabled that got these crazy valuations, most of them have no chance of ever getting out, right? Like maybe you get lucky, like Dollar Shave Club for all intents and purposes is not a good business. That had a huge exit. So many of these businesses were never meant to be bought, never meant to be this big. They're great concepts, but they're just not supposed to be that big. And in Casper's case, that whole industry, like the jig was up a year ago, 2 years ago. So the fact that they're able to go public, they should be, if that ticker trades, they won huge because they're going to exit the business.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I mean, full transparency. We're early investors. We're very close friends involved with the company from the
founders
beginning.
Are friends. Yeah,
founders are friends, and like,
it's just tough. It just feels like another one of these ones where it got out ahead of them, and you're hoping to get out, and you may or you may not, but it just seems freaking tough.
If they get out though, and that stock trades, they won, because they will realize some money.
It sounds like almost all of it is primary capital.
Yeah,
So it doesn't
but it's
sound like
liquid in 6 months, as long as the stock.
long 6 months.
Yeah, but let's say even if it got cut in half,
Everyone's wiped.
no, they still have shares in the stock.
But here's
shares
my-
in the company.
My question
No,
though
because
is like,
with dilution,
if business is tough and the industry's tough, it's going to be tough next year when it's on the stock market too.
Yeah, I agree. I just said there'll be some liquidity in a year from now,
Yeah.
where you can at least exit something, because you still have shares in a publicly traded company that you can monetize in some way. Because frankly, if the alternative is not going public, then it's like Target comes and offers you $150 million for your business a year from now.
Take it.
then everyone's wiped, right?
yeah,
Take
and then
it.
no one
Sometimes
makes
you
everyone.
gotta
literally-
The
take
investors are screwed, and
I just want to be careful because we like those guys, but I also want to keep it real to our listeners. Like, they are in a similar jam to a lot of the people that we've talked about.
so I agree. Except if they go public,
Yeah.
then they win. It's like
But they win, but does everyone else? Like,
No,
has anyone, let me ask you
well,
this.
no, it's if they go public and hold this valuation for 6 months, everyone wins.
big.
Exactly.
That's the big if.
Exactly. So has anyone in this situation done that?
What do you mean?
The Pelotons, the Ubers, has anyone done that?
I mean, I think Peloton is still trading extremely high. Their lockup date is March, because I'm actively
Waiting to roast
invested
them?
a lot of money in that company going down.
Yeah.
I'm planning my entire summer vacation. If I go on vacation this summer,
It's
because
because-
Peloton stock tumbled.
Yeah.
If I don't go anywhere, it's because I lost all of it.
But where are they compared to where they opened at?
They're in the range, still in the same range.
Okay. Okay.
They've stayed pretty. Like when I watch that stock, I watch it so closely traded.
Yeah.
It is so being manipulated by the bankers and the funds to hold it up. The market tumbled the other day, and somehow Peloton ends up.
Yeah.
That's a joke to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, with the Casper situation, bankers are. I mean, I guess bankers don't give a shit because their reputation's always maligned.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was like people saying, "Oh, they're putting their reputation on the line that they can get this thing public at this
They
valuation."
screwed
They don't
the
care.
American people.
No, I'm
Why do they
just
care
saying-
about
Yeah.
Casper?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. It's really interesting.
Because who's the bank doing it? Do we
I
know?
want to say Goldman.
So like let's hypothetically say it's Goldman
Goldman or
Sachs
Morgan
or
or just
J.P.
whatever,
Morgan,
yeah.
Morgan Stanley,
One of them,
whatever.
yeah.
One of those big companies. Caspers, let's assume it's a dud of an IPO.
Mm-hmm.
All they're doing is calling up their buddy who runs Fidelity. I'm like, didn't I give you Beyond?
Mm-hmm.
You're fucking buying this mattress company,
Got it. Yeah.
and that's it. And
Yeah.
you're gonna buy it. And you're gonna hold the stock.
Yeah.
After 6 months, do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
That's literally the game that's gonna happen.
Of course. But I'm just saying we got to be an equal opportunity freaking roaster.
Yeah, that's what I said. If they get out, they're heroes. I said it's like a
I
big.
think you can read between the lines, John.
Yeah, I'm just making sure, man. I don't want to ever
I don't know how many times I have to say that.
Listen, I want to make sure our listener also gets it. My first allegiance on this show is to our listener.
I was pretty honest.
You did. We ended right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, whew, tricky territory we just
Okay.
navigated. Okay. On the polar opposite of that conversation is a little known brand called Apple. Mm-hmm. They are crushing it. Stock's up. Earnings are above expectations. iPhone sales are above expectations. Can do no wrong except their shitty Apple TV. It's pissing me off. I don't know how it's performing. It's probably great, but I'm pissed. Unfortunately, I don't affect the stock price.
Apple has a category called Other.
Is that the
Okay.
morning show?
We don't even know what that is. They don't even really loosely define what it is. It did 10 billion last year. Other did 10 billion.
And they don't even define it?
I mean, it's like Apple
cables or
TV.
something?
It's just like whatever, right?
It's all those stupid cables you got to buy.
Yeah, probably
They have
is.
a new adapter. It's a
I-
dongle. That's probably dongle business.
The dongles are probably 4 billion.
Yeah.
I have a $4 billion dongle.
Okay.
56 billion in iPhone revenue, which is insane.
Yep.
Services did about 13. Other did 10. Their sales grew 10% in last quarter.
That's absurd.
Do you know how
It's
hard?
insane.
That is insane. A little over 9%. But it is insane at that level to grow. You know how hard it is for us to grow 10%?
It's hard.
It's
It's hard for us to grow 10% listeners.
Yeah.
It's insane.
They're doing our revenue.
I just want to point out that, like, as a guy who is the least of the three of us knowledgeable on this stuff, stock pricing and all that stuff, I hate the fact that all of the like media around this stuff is just completely wrong and guesswork. Like, meaning 6 months, a year ago, all of the media I read was Apple's done. Apple's out of runway, nowhere for them to go from here.
Yeah.
They're jammed up on hardware. It's over. Samsung's coming.
Seems unstoppable.
Like, so who's writing these articles?
People who don't understand business.
Yeah.
That's why you can't.
Are you serious? I didn't catch that at first.
I mean, writing these articles.
I don't get
People,
why-
they're like, I don't know. Looks like I heard my friends. Looks like Apple's over. I'm not sure.
But if you think about it, it's like you have reporters at Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, Financial Times, all these different publications. What are their business qualifications to give predictions? Did they run a company?
I don't
Were
know.
they an entrepreneur?
I see the headline. I see Bloomberg. I'm like, all right, they know better than I do.
They know how to make you click.
I clicked.
And the other interesting news about Apple, it is suggested they're having preliminary talks about acquiring MGM.
I saw that.
Apparently Netflix is interested in it as well.
They said, what, a $7 billion price tag or something?
Yeah, so unclear, but MGM has a big catalog, the big ones being James Bond. They mentioned RoboCop. Who gives a fuck about RoboCop? I don't even know what the Magnificent Seven is.
It sounds like something to be right. What, Underground 6 you liked? Why not
Six Underground.
Why not try the Magnificent 7? It's one more. And they're above ground this time.
But it's interesting that Apple is looking to make a big acquisition.
Yeah.
I mean, MGM, let's say however many billion is, it's like it's other.
That's other.
I mean,
That's
they
other.
did more.
How are you going to pay for this? You see that other?
You know dongles? You ever heard of a dongle?
I mean, 2019, I think Apple did $6 billion in AirPods. They're going to do, I think, $11 billion in 2020. They're doing more in AirPods.
Then everyone does all of like many industries.
Yeah.
Like, how much do you think Beats by Dre?
It's
does?
another.
It's another.
I think it's. I
Like,
mean,
do you think
I haven't been to an Apple.
AirPods is definitely
There's no
bigger.
way Beats by Dre is doing close to 6 to 11 billion.
No
Not even
way.
close.
So
Nobody's
the
wearing
AirPod item is significantly far and away dwarfs the Beats by Dre brand.
Yes.
I would say AirPods Pro does more than Beats.
That's wild. It's just wild to think about.
Yeah.
I know that it's obvious if you look at people's...
Dongles do more than Beats.
Fuck, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Beats by Dongles.
Man, because I'm going to be honest, when
Dongles
they first came
by
out with AirPods... oh, my God. When they first came out with AirPods, I was like, why wouldn't you make those Beats?
Yeah.
And you want to talk
'Cause I'm an
about.
idiot.
Yeah, why not? Why?
Why would you consider
I
it?
mean, if you think about lifetime value of a customer, I've had the iPhone since 2007.
Yeah.
And I just keep paying for more services every
Yeah.
freaking year.
Apple Care, this
Whatever,
care, other.
AirPods, 6 headphones,
Yeah.
chargers.
The morning show,
The morning show.
apps. How many freaking apps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That's true lock-in.
Yeah. And the problem is I know there's people that can make a superior product, but clearly no one's even trying.
I don't think with the totality of how they've integrated all their different products, it's going to be easy. Like, that's like the ultimate moat. You have your iCloud, your iPhone, your AirPod, your Apple Store. Like, think about it, a new product would have an app store with that kind of reach.
yeah.
Yeah, because they
I
don't
would
share the
also-
iOS.
iTunes.
I would also argue that somebody could make better hardware easily,
Yeah.
but even product in the form of the user interface, obviously they can't.
Yeah.
Like, everyone will be like, oh, well, my Samsung Galaxy S5 has a
Yeah. I hate those
48 megapixel with
Is
super
that the
zoom.
Samsung voice?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So many megapixels. Why do you need
Yeah,
all
no
these
one gives a
megapixels?
fuck. And it looks like shit. My Huawei phone can zoom in 3 miles.
Trust me, every Huawei user would die to have an iPhone.
Yeah, because it's just even the user interface, the
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway.
The one concern for Apple is Tim Apple did mention in the call his concern about the coronavirus. and how that will affect Chinese sales for the next quarter.
Well, yeah, if all your factories are shut down.
Shut down. People aren't leaving their houses. There's some staggering statistics on the first day of Chinese New Year. We'll actually talk about it when we talk about coronavirus when we get to that section.
Okay.
It's not Corona beer, Pete.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pete. He's like, damn, I've had
He's
three
like, I had 4
Coronas
Coronas
this week. Am I infected? Yeah. Okay, seems like a good part to put an ad. Let's pay for all these Apple products we got. And we're back. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. It's coming up. You guys are headed down. In particular, I want to talk about the real hard-hitting topic of the Super Bowl, which is what people are snacking on.
Yeah.
If I had to guess what the most favorite and the most popular snack is during the Super Bowl, I would say pizza. Any guesses?
Well, I know the answer. So
What would you have guessed before reading it?
I would say a dip.
I probably would have gone pizza too.
So no one's going hot wings.
My pick was original incorrect. I just want to state that now.
What was your pick?
That were wiener dogs.
Your pick was baby wiener.
BS.
Which is number 1.
You're telling me if we would have said, Pete, what do you think the favorite snack? You would have been like, oh,
I
those little
told
baby
Dan.
wieners.
I told Dan.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well,
It's because it's all people in Wisconsin
Yes.
just
Well,
listen,
munching on
so-
We
wings.
got our ears to the floor, baby.
in 11 states across the country, cocktail wieners are number 1.
Cocktail.
Colorado, Connecticut, Indiana, Michigan,
Colorado, Connecticut. It's all rich
Minnesota,
people in Connecticut.
Mississippi,
Munching on
Nebraska,
baby
North
wieners.
Dakota, Tennessee, Virginia, and Wisconsin is all
Wisconsin.
Wieners?
Wisconsin wieners.
Oh, so Wisconsin wieners.
Yeah,
That's why.
Wisconsin wieners.
So what's the appeal? Price? You just named some states that I wouldn't guess.
Not price.
No,
People
I
just
think
love-
I think it feels sophisticated, but it tastes good.
No, it's just there. Like it's
Yeah.
always there. Like
But
nobody.
where is it? I haven't seen a baby wiener in ages.
Oh, it's always there. I'll even go to my buddies' places and they'll just have them.
What'd
Those
you
have
say, Dan?
wieners everywhere.
Yeah, well, there's these little crock box you put the little weenies in, and it's like they're always there at a football party. Always. I don't know
Only
who
football.
picks them up.
So if you had a Halloween party and you had some hors d'oeuvres, would cocktail wieners be there?
No, that would be weird. But at a football party, that's definitely there.
Mine is 7-layer dip. That's my favorite.
Freaking baby wieners, man. I've not seen a party with baby wieners in. I don't know how.
That's
long.
probably a good thing.
You've been in LA too long. It's not in LA.
Okay. All right, man. Well,
I'm curious to hear. Maybe we should ask Ilana for this. A healthy.
not good. About the baby wieners?
No. What would be a healthy tray of food for a Super Bowl?
I mean, come on.
You
it's
got to have
Super
the
Bowl.
exception.
If Alana isn't eating unhealthy food,
healthy
at Super Bowl,
wieners,
She's gonna have some alternative.
celery wrapped wieners.
you gotta live. If there's listen, if I can't eat like shit during the Super Bowl,
No, she's got it. She's too good. I watch her stories now. She has an alternative
I know
for
she's
everything.
gonna DM us.
Everything. Like, damn it.
she's gonna text us and tell us what she's serving
Yeah,
for Super Bowl.
vegan wieners.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Shout out to everyone out there munching on a wiener this weekend. Let's talk about another Super Bowl thing. I'm guessing D, you're going to head out and check this out. A lot of events, a lot of stuff going on, ancillary things. That's part of what makes Super Bowl so fun.
Yeah.
Seems like the hottest attraction has just been announced, and that is Mr. Kanye West will be doing a Sunday service in Miami for Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday.
So I'm guessing you'll be there, huh?
No, it's at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Sunday morning, I will be what we call in Wisconsin blackout.
What time does the game start?
I don't know.
6:30 East Coast time.
6:30 p.m. You're wasted by your black
Yeah,
out.
I mean, Sunday, I'm going all in.
So you're not connecting with the Lord and Savior.
Lauren and I are going to need to take a break that day.
Gosh, I guess
You have to
Sunday
buy
is for the day of
tickets.
rest.
I just don't I don't think anyone going to the game is going to be going to it. I'm sure it's going to be sold out.
Anyone?
You'll
Come
see
on.
some celebs go.
You know, people are gonna okay, let's go to Kanye's thing, connect with Jesus, and then get shit faced.
11 a.m. in Miami is like 4:30 in the morning LA.
But we're talking about Kanye West.
Yeah.
People do weird things to see Kanye West.
Yeah, I just will not be awake for that.
Okay. No. All right. Well, either way, he's still out here. I mean, it feels kind of weird. It feels kind of stale and weird, like this routine of like, oh, Sunday service is not. Doesn't seem like it.
Well,
we
'cause
kinda
I don't
were
think-
ready
Like
for
he's
this.
just tracking all the hot events.
He
Well,
wants
it's
to go
just
to the
like-
Super
but
Bowl.
That's the thing.
I
He's been doing
guarantee
that
you-
for 6 months now.
He wants to go to the Super Bowl. He wants to go to All-Star Weekend. He wants to go to these games. He's going to be at the game. He's going to be like, great, we'll
Yeah,
be
he'll have
wrapped
a
up by
box.
1.
Yeah.
And Kim and I will catch a game.
I'm already ready for evolution. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think the Christian thing was going to last at all, but I definitely didn't think it would last this long. I didn't think he'd still be just Sunday servicing. This guy's just a traveling pastor now?
Yeah.
What are you working on, Kanye?
Religion.
It's
Jesus.
fine. It doesn't need your help.
I think
No,
they-
it needs someone to profit off of.
Yeah. Okay, well, hey, if you guys wake up early and you feel
It's not going to be
connecting
us.
with your Lord and Savior Jesus
You're going to have
Christ,
to talk to a Kathy.
somebody will be there.
a Catholic.
Nice. With a K. Yeah. That could be our religion.
Yes. Catholicism.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Catheism.
Now, we got it. It wouldn't be right if we didn't end the episode without talking about the corona. Was that a stranger?
That was the janitor.
Okay.
That's amazing. Well, it wouldn't be right if we didn't end the episode talking about the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give my update and I'll toss it to you guys. My dad sent me an article or sent me a YouTube video this morning that was the truth about the coronavirus. It is apparently, according to Andy, much worse than what they're telling us.
Mm-hmm.
They are suppressing news and people's eyewitness accounts of what's happening. This is way bigger than we thought, and China's trying to keep it under wraps. What do you guys think?
I actually agree. I think that they are trying to downplay it because it is pretty catastrophic what's happening in China.
Mm-hmm.
And there literally just came out, White House tells airlines it may suspend all China-US flights, which is insane.
Insane.
And then Starbucks announced today that they've closed more than half of their stores in China.
Holy shit. I can't even imagine how many tens of
In
thousands.
all of China?
Yeah, it's a big number. This isn't like a, clickbaity.
And
number.
so to put things in perspective, SARS, which we talked about, that happened in 2002 and 2003, killed about 10% of the people it infected, which is insane. This is currently tracking at about 3%. So it definitely seems like it's less dangerous at this moment. But the way that it, is being contracted all over the world, it's hard. It's just hard to understand. Is it all stemming from the original group of people that left Wuhan and ended up all over the world? Because it's literally everywhere now.
Because I've read that like 5 million people or something rushed out of
When it happened.
Wuhan before they locked it down.
Yeah.
I also heard, if you want to go full conspiracy theory,
Let's hear it.
that Wuhan has like a level 4 bio warfare facility, and that this may be
A
leak of some bio warfare, bio weapons. So I believe it. Sold.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Chinese government is scared, the fact that American government is willing to shut all travel. My friend is a very large seller of hotel bookings. He's like a wholesaler, and he was in the office today talking to me about that the big Chinese travel sites have pretty much came out and said, our people are not traveling, cancel all the bookings. And we're not paying any fees.
I mean,
All signs point to the media understating how
I don't think they have
widespread
access
this
to the
is.
information
Sure,
too.
fine.
I think it's
Whatever
China.
it is the information's being stifled at some point because these large corporations with this kind of economic impact that would have with these types of canceling flights and closing stores wouldn't be going on unless the threat was bigger than we're being led on.
I think China's fucking us right now. Because what also happens doesn't this affect, this is what we talked about earlier, but things like Apple, like so much of our manufacturing is there. What happens when
Workers don't show up?
Yeah, I mean, half of Starbucks are closed. You're not going to start shutting down factories?
If factory workers stop showing up, then D was right. This can cause a recession.
Yeah.
This seems like
They may not show up after the Lunar New Year. They're like, yo, year of the rat, we're fucked.
They're going into the year of the rat?
Yeah.
A disease-ridden creature?
Yes, exactly. And
saying.
here's a little fun fact about masks. They said to use, it's called an N95 respirator mask, certified by an independent agency, can both guard against the virus and protect others, whereas a paper or polyurethane foam mask don't filter out smaller particles. You got us fucking paper masks.
No, I didn't. I got us the good ones.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a good shit.
I don't think it's one
Straight
of
from
these.
the hospital.
I want an N95.
I need
it's
an
an
N95
N97.
right now.
I'm going to start making N95 masks and selling them.
So you said the airport was just people filled with masks.
Not filled, but we saw a lot of people wearing masks,
Yes.
specifically Asian people.
What about in the city?
We weren't really walking around the city.
No, but
No one ran with the mask.
No, in Tacoma, there's nothing coming in Tacoma.
I need an N95. Is N95 appears to be some sort of like grading because
Yeah.
there's a lot of different N95 masks.
Yeah, I think it's a type of mask. It's not a brand.
So where do I need to go? Home Depot?
Man, if Yeezy drops some N95s, woo!
I got to say a brand that
I would get a Balenciaga N95.
I'm going to be petty and not shout out because they're a competitor just offers a free face mask on their site right now. All you have to do is pay for shipping.
No way.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
really good idea.
We didn't get the N95s. Sorry.
We didn't. I know
Obviously.
you didn't. You cheapskate.
I need a freaking
You
N95.
wiener eating idiot.
Baby wieners too.
Yeah, you baby wiener.
Can't even
idiot.
handle a big wiener.
This is why I mean, go get me a real mask.
I'm going to Home Depot
Dude, I
on the way
can't.
home.
You can't get these anywhere. It's all sold out.
Where are you looking?
Yeah, right. I see all
Dude,
these
I
options.
literally am going to pharmacies, CVS's, Walgreens, all.
There's
We
something
need
called-
industrial, like people that are like building shit.
I'm going to Home Depot.
Home Depot.
I'll
thank
go to
you.
the nearest construction site.
Home Depot. There's one on Sunset all the way down. Go
But what are you
there.
going to do with it? Like, where are you going to wear it?
Everywhere.
Just around in your life.
All those disgusting people in Miami this weekend.
Look at these ones are sick.
Yeah, you're definitely going to catch it in Miami.
Look at these. They look like Bane.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's sick. If
How
you
much
were walking
is that?
around
Does it
Miami,
restrict your breathing a little bit?
$2.96.
$2.96.
Yes.
Where's it made?
China.
It comes with Wuhan. Yeah, Shenzhen, China. Okay. What I was telling Anand the other day too is my boxing instructor flew to China for a fight. Flew all the way there, turned around, had to fly all the way back.
Wow.
Wouldn't let him in.
Yeah, I mean, our team, our New Republic team, was talking about going to China. I was like, hell no. You're
But it's
going
already
to
here.
what?
It's already here. Do we just have it under better control, or like what's happening?
Well, I think the people that have been exposed to it are willingly going to the hospital now to
Got it.
get the, and so they are being kind of quarantined.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, be safe out there. I mean, we're gonna have some N95s if anyone needs us.
Yeah.
I think you should get some N95s for Super Bowl. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I'm down to wear an
Dude,
N95.
that's exactly where the virus lives.
Yeah, really
events
rich
like
people.
that?
Really
In a
rich people.
Stadium
Stadium
filled with all sorts of people with no N95s on.
You're gonna be
I
at
don't
It's
know.
not a very
parties.
diverse group at Super Bowl.
Yeah.
When you guys come back with a cough,
I haven't seen any rich old white people get it yet.
Did you guys see the? Do you guys see El Presidente's Miami pizza review?
No.
There was this crackhead that went by, no arms, pulling this like cart, and he just screamed, he's like, "When you're done with the pizza, give it to the crackhead." And it was like the most Miami thing ever. So like once I saw that, you're definitely coming back with the virus. This is dude, it is wild.
That's Pete's
Pete's big
analysis.
that's Pete's take of the day. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's end with our Wednesday segment, Seen on Social. You guys have yours?
Yes.
Okay, D, what have you seen on social media in the last week that everyone needs to know about?
So there's something going viral all over social media called Girl Dad. And
Yeah, what is that?
So it's because
I saw Risa do it.
Elle Duncan, I believe her name is. She's a Sports Center reporter that told the story of how when she was pregnant, Kobe came to her and asked her about the pregnancy. Then she said she's having a girl. She's like, girls are the best. So all these people started posting, like, fathers started posting, like, girl dad, like they have a daughter. And it's like gone extremely viral of like everyone posting with their daughter, which is, I thought was
So
really-
girl dad means you're the dad of a girl?
Yeah, it was.
Not that
It
you're a
was
girl
basically
acting
like
like a dad.
everyone expected Kobe to want
Hey.
a boy so badly, and he's like, "I love girls. I would have five
Oh,
more
I'm a
girls,
girl dad.
Yes.
and I'm a girl dad.
Yes.
Girl dads are the best."
See, I got messed up because I saw Risa post it and I thought it was like, I'm a dad. I'm a girl playing dad.
It's Kobe.
Okay. Anand?
So this is live right now. So on TNT, they're doing the pregame with Shaq, Jerry West, Dwayne Wade, Kenny Smith, Ernie. It's the most popular NBA sports show. And they have Jerry West on, and he's telling a story that's never been told before, and it's going viral on social right now.
What's the story?
It's my ass seen on social. That's
But
we're getting to it.
Oh, sorry, man.
You're taking.
I'm trying to give some background.
I know, but come on.
So
Come on.
Jerry West, famously general manager of the Lakers. He's the one who traded for him after Kobe was drafted.
He's
Been
the
in
logo.
Kobe's life. He's the logo. He referenced himself as his surrogate father. He viewed Kobe like a child. He, at this point in his career, was no longer working for the Lakers. Kobe famously also had a rift with the Lakers, demanded a trade, was going to sign with another team in free agency. He went to Jerry West. Jerry West was not working for the Lakers and says, I'm going to sign with the Clippers. Jerry West said, you cannot sign with the Clippers. I will not allow you to play for Donald Sterling. Like, he's a bad dude. And Jerry West, who had no interest with the Lakers at that point, just viewed Kobe like a son, and at that time knew Donald Sterling was a piece of shit and advised him against it. And that's like going to go down now. Watch, this is going to be a story all over sports for the next 48 hours.
Yeah. I'm
That's
telling you,
crazy.
someone needs to release a book of Kobe stories.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
just seems like this guy was very like post his NBA career was so social.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
And
Talk
this-
to everyone.
and
But
no
even
one.
during his NBA career, the stories are endless.
Yeah, but I think maybe with like media that he saw frequently, but like all the athletes that he was like Sharif O'Neal, Shaquille's son, posted the DMs of he asking Kobe, "Can I come train with you?" And he's like, "Yes, shoot me your number. Let's go."
And Sharif went through a heart procedure while Sharif was in the hospital. Shaq's son, Kobe, was checking on him.
Yeah, it's
Like, hey, how are you? And then the craziest story I heard that you just wouldn't expect, there's a ESPN reporter called named Ramona Shelbourne, who only LA Laker fans would really know who she is. She became friendly with Kobe over the years and then viewed herself as a friend of his. And she got pregnant and was like, hey, I'm pregnant. He got super excited, would constantly check on her. And then he's like, when you go into labor, let me know. And she went into labor, is like, Kobe, it's game time. And like he sent this like essay of motivation of like, you're gonna kill it, like da da da. And like he was doing this not only
At
the
labor,
famous,
he pumped her up
yeah,
for labor.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
a pregame.
you expect him pumping up Neymar and Novak Djokovic, but
Yeah.
not the ESPN reporter that only diehard Laker fans would really know who she is, not
Yeah.
like your average person. So like he was really out here
Yeah.
Yeah.
touching everyone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Such a different perception that he had as a player that he,
Yeah.
Yeah.
went on to
And
have.
that's cool because he evolved.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Because
yeah.
he realized he didn't need to be killer Kobe
Anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Like I can just be a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Okay, I'm going to go Kobe too. Jimmy Fallon did a tribute to Kobe, and he told a story also, which was insane.
I
Did
saw
you hear
it.
it?
Yeah, I saw it.
He told a story of like when he first met Kobe. Like literally, Kobe was like 19 or something.
17 or 18.
and Jimmy was 19 or something like that.
21 and
17,
What was
17.
Jimmy on a Saturday Night Live then?
He was just a
He
comic.
was just an up and coming comic. And Kobe had just signed with the Lakers or something, right? Did he sign with the Lakers when he was 17?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He couldn't sign his own first contract. His parents had to.
Wow. Okay. So, and they were at a house party in LA, and the people, they were out of alcohol, and they're like, hey, you two young idiots, you go get it. And 'cause they were just the young guys. And so they drove down Sunset to Pink Dot, which
Oh
we
my
all know
God.
Pink Dot. They banged on the door. The guy was like, yo, we don't do, like, you can't just come in and buy beer. And they're like, please, we just need beer. It's for a party. And the guy was like, no, I'm sorry, we don't do that. We're delivery only. And Kobe pulled out his ID and put it against the window and said, I'm a Laker.
Yeah.
And the guy said, all right, come in. And let him come in, loaded him up with beer. They left with beer and went and saved the party.
Wow.
But they had known each other since then. And then they talked about it on the show when Kobe was on the show
Yeah.
previously. But it was an incredibly like heartfelt story, and just like him, knowing him for that long.
That's so dope.
It was wild. So anyway, that's my moment. Kobe
That's nice.
tribute.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Okay. Guys, we have a live show tonight. So our openers have finished. Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I heard the crowd's real warmed up.
Yeah.
We're going to head on out. It'll be tonight. We're going to go on stage at 7. Doors open at 6.
Get there early.
Get there early because seating gets a little tricky. You don't want to be in the back all crammed up. If you're going to come, though, make sure you RSVP. It's still not too late. Just send an email to live@group-chat.com.
Or click the link in our bio.
Or click the link in our bio. We'll see you there.
Great. I'm excited.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Awesome. Good episode, guys. We'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.